How did you get introduced to cars?
Okay, so in my childhood, I was like very fascinated about cars
Hmm.
because when I used to see some new cars on the road, I used to like the styling and all.
Hmm.
Like for others, it is like just an object, but for me, it is like a life breathing object. It is like a live object for me.
Hmm.
So for normal people, it is like, array, it is just a car. What's in that?
It's just a
But
two-ton
I am like,
machine made up of metal and
yeah,
electric stuff.
yeah. Tin can and all. But for me, it's not that. It's more than that.
Hmm. We are emotionally connected to
So
it.
yeah, in childhood, I started reading magazines, a lot of magazines like Top Gear, Autocar, etc.
Hmm.
So slowly, I started reading all those magazines, and then I got introduced to cars from all that. So my favorite one was the Lamborghini Aventador.
Yeah, it was the
That's how
original
I got
supercar,
introduced
like
to
the original supercar,
the petrol
modern day
head world.
supercar.
Yeah, yeah. That
And
was the
so,
car
what was
that
the
was
first
so
car? That was the first
pretty
car.
and very hot. Yeah,
Like that was the first car that fascinated you the most.
yeah.
And what about it? Like
All
the
that exterior
design,
styling and aggressive styling, aggressiveness,
Italian made,
brutality, and all. Yeah,
and the engine as well. 6.5-liter
yeah.
naturally
The
aspirated
V12.
V12.
Yeah, and the sound is just melody. That's the harmony.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the growing supercar culture in India? I mean, you would have seen some of the supercars in India. There are a lot of them quite now.
Yeah, in 2014, I had attended an event, an expo in
Hmm.
Bandra, BKC. You might have heard about it. It's called Autocars Performance Show.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Just heard about it, never attended.
Yeah. So first time I attended that event in 2014. I
Hmm.
went with my friends there. So in the starting itself, there was a Lamborghini Huracan.
Hmm.
It was just introduced there in India.
Yeah, that
It
was the
was
time it was
surrounded
introduced.
by many people over there.
Hmm.
They were all just clicking pictures and all, and I was so I cannot believe that I'm there. It's
Yeah.
an unbelievable moment because I've been dreaming of all of this, and then I'm suddenly in the reality. I'm seeing the cars in front of me in person.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then I attended the 2017 Autocar Performance Show also.
Hmm.
In that also many cars were there. I took a
Supercars.
lot of pictures and all. Yeah.
I saw a Nissan GTR in this 2020 Auto Expo, yeah. And it was like
Yeah.
the Godzilla in front of me,
Yeah.
the R35 GTR.
In 2014, APS actually it is short, abbreviated as APS
Hmm.
actually, Autocar Performance Show.
Hmm.
So in APS 2014, for the first time I saw a Lamborghini Aventador there
Hmm.
in person.
Hmm.
I was just mind blown.
I can
It
totally
was super
understand
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Even I was like, when I used to see it in pictures, I was like, no, I'm not a big fan of the Nissan GTR. But when I saw it in person, I was like, this is
yeah,
the real hype. This is the real supercar, the
yeah.
Japanese
That only
Godzilla.
happens when we see things in person. Then our views change.
Yeah, those thick
Initially, we
tires.
think
Like
that it is nothing. It
I
is
haven't
not.
seen a supercar ever.
Yeah.
I have never seen a supercar, despite living in the capital of India. Sad part
Oh,
on my side. So,
okay.
what do you think about the BMW's design philosophy? Like, you would have seen their grills getting bigger and bigger, their cars getting uglier
Yeah,
and uglier.
yeah. Actually, when few years
Hmm.
ago, when BMW had reviewed their Vision Next 100, remember that concept,
Yeah.
that big grills and all,
Hmm.
that narrow vertical grills and all.
Yeah.
Since then, I started loving that grill idea. Actually,
Okay.
many people don't like that idea actually of
Hmm.
putting the big grills on the face.
Hmm.
Like big barbecue grills and all.
Hmm.
But I love them because actually it gives that aggressiveness to the car overall.
Yeah, it makes the car more
And I
aggressive.
heard in an article I heard in an article that they are actually putting those big grills because they are caring about the pedestrian safety. For the pedestrian safety, they are putting those big grills. I
Hmm.
mean, the mesh and all. Otherwise, the metallic parts and all would hurt the passengers, the
I didn't read
pedestrians and all.
about it. I didn't knew that. I just thought,
Yeah,
like it was just for visual purposes.
I was also wondering why BMW is putting these huge grills
Hmm.
from top to bottom,
Like they
covering the
used to
entire
design some
face,
of
the
the
front
best
face.
best designed cars in the world,
Yeah,
and then suddenly these big grills.
yeah.
So, what's the best
Then the wider
BMW?
grills were also good, but
Hmm.
that little big was also good.
Hmm.
Then like the
So
7 series and 8 series is also
yeah,
good, not bad.
the design of the grill has started to grow on me now. Like I don't hate it anymore. The
Yeah,
BMW X7, I did saw it once in person, and I was like, dude, this is good. Like it's not that bad.
X7 is good. It is very
Yeah,
long and very big. Overall, it is great. I love the interiors too. In that X5, that you can see the crystal gear lever. That is also
yeah.
cool.
Hmm.
Crystal gear lever.
Like they are upping their game, like luxury, design,
Yeah,
everything. And that design
all
part
that
would take a
performance
bit
focused
time,
models.
and it would take a bit time for people to get used to that big grill.
Yeah,
So
because they haven't seen
yeah,
anything like that before.
yeah.
So they would like to get
Like from
used
the
to. They would
starting,
like
we
to
are used
test
to
it. They would
seeing
like to
small
get a
kidney
knowledge.
size grills on BMWs,
Yeah,
and now seeing
yeah,
these huge grills.
yeah.
So what's the best BMW in the market right now, according to you, in terms of design or everything?
I think the best BMW currently would be the M8, the 8 series.
Oh, the Grand Coupe and all.
Yeah, Grand Coupe and the Coupe, the regular one, performance Coupe and
Hmm.
all.
They
The
look great.
sound and the V8 and power,
Yeah,
performance, design.
they look great.
It's an all-rounder,
Aggression on
like
point.
all-rounder,
Aggression
I
on
would say.
point.
Yeah, very aggressive. The
For
grill
me,
is
it would
not
be
quite that big,
yeah.
but up to the point. It is up to the point, that grill. It is not overly styled. It is perfect. Just that the size of the grill matches the car,
Hmm.
the
And
front face.
for me, it would be the BMW M2 competition. Like I love the design
Okay.
as well as the engine. Like
Yeah.
it's small, but it's light as well. So even though it
Yeah.
has just 411 horsepower, those 411 horsepower are amazing. Like literally the best BMW, according to me. And
Yeah.
it's not even that expensive, like 95 lakhs in India. For
Oh,
95 lakhs,
that's good.
you're getting such a performance beast. I think it's a great deal.
Yeah.
And what do you
And
think
I
about?
think Mustang also starts around
Yeah,
85 or
yeah,
something.
but Mustang is not on sale at the moment because Ford is going to
Yeah.
launch the next one around the next year
Yeah.
or so.
Are
So
they going to launch that GT 500 year?
no, not GT 500. GT 500. If they launch the GT 500, it would be great. But I heard that they would be launching the Mac one, the Mustang Mac one, with about 500
Oh,
horsepower.
okay. Yeah.
That would be great
They
if
are
it's
also
priced
bringing
around the
that
same.
2021, no? The
Yeah,
new one,
2020,
the
2021.
redesign one.
If they increase the power and the price remains the same, then the M2 competition will be
Yeah.
destroyed. Seriously, it will be destroyed
Yeah.
because I don't think there would be any person who would be taking a car which has over 500 horsepower.
Hmm.
Yeah, why would
That's
anyone
right.
take a car with 411 horsepower when you can get a car with more than 500 horsepower in a cheaper way? Also, it has a V8, and you
Yeah.
can do, and it's a muscle car.
Weird powerhouse.
Muscle car. Muscle cars are so
Yeah.
desirable in India.
Pure American muscle.
Yeah. And have you seen the new Nissan 400Z?
Yeah, I saw that. It is actually a prototype,
Yeah,
but
Proto.
still it looks better. But actually, the front nose, no, there is
Yeah.
a rectangle, just a
It's too
rectangle
flat. It's
face.
too flat.
I hate
Like,
that.
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very basic.
yeah, like I thought that couldn't the designers be a little bit more creative with the front?
Yeah,
Like the whole design of the car is
I think
great, the rear
I
and
think
all.
in my opinion the previous one looked better in front
Yeah, 370Z,
than this prototype. Yeah,
370Z. But it is just a prototype. I think that they are
yeah.
going to improve it in the future.
I hope they do.
Yeah, man, they have to, yeah, or else it would surely affect the sales. Because many people on the internet I saw were like, I'm gonna reject the Nissan 400Z because of that front part. Just because of
Yeah,
the front part, Nissan is going to lose a lot of sales numbers.
yeah.
So, yeah,
That should not happen actually.
yeah. Also, it has a manual. Manual matters.
Yeah, yeah. Manual matters.
Manuals over
Every
automatic
petrol
all
head
day
guy
long.
just prefers a manual over the automatic and all.
Like there are not many companies who are keeping the manual alive.
Yeah,
You can't get a manual in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini
yeah.
or even a
It's all
McLaren.
automatic. All the
You,
paddle shifters and all.
yeah, paddle shifters and all. The last Lamborghini that had a manual was a Gallardo
Yeah,
LP552, and that was around
Gallardo had a
2000,
manual.
2012 or 13. So it's been a long time. But Porsche is keeping
Yeah,
the manual alive. That's what I like about Porsche.
yeah. They have brought the manual in even the 911.
Yeah, man. That's why Porsche is my favorite supercar company.
Yeah,
For keeping
it's
just
my
the
favorite
manual
as
alive.
well.
For just keeping the
Yeah,
manual alive. And like Germans have
you
this
know,
thing that
initially in my childhood, no,
yeah,
I used to hate Porsche a lot. I don't
yeah.
know why.
Same here,
Because
same
it was
here.
just a simple design, very
Yeah,
rounded,
yeah,
very
yeah.
blunt design.
I've,
Because at
I've,
that time I
yeah.
was very fascinated by Lamborghini and that crazy design and sharp, edgy design and
I
all.
thought the same.
And
Like,
then when I saw Porsche,
yeah,
it
like
was
why is this
very
Porsche so
blunt,
bulky and
rounded.
all that? I thought the
Yeah.
same. Like, why isn't it super
Then
aggressive,
slowly
super low
over
to
the
the ground?
years, I started liking it
Yeah,
over the years because of the performance, and then I think the design is very up to the mark.
yeah.
It is very modern,
And Porsche,
very upscale design and all.
yeah, and Porsche makes some of the fastest cars in the world, fastest accelerating cars.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
Porsche 911 is faster than a Lamborghini Aventador, and it has got like
yeah.
100 less horsepower
The
than
recent
that.
one is, yeah. Even the 911 Turbo S, which they launched recently,
Yeah, the
it is
91,
faster than that.
the 911 Turbo is a sports car, but it has performance level in supercar levels,
Yeah,
0 to
the
100 in
Super guy,
3.4
yes.
seconds.
Yeah. Even the McLaren has also caught up.
Yeah, McLaren's
Even
765
the
LT.
Yeah,
Did
the
you?
765 LT.
Yeah, man, it's a fascinating piece of machine.
Yeah,
I
it
saw the
is
launch
just
video. I saw the
marvelous
launch video.
engineering model.
Yeah, I saw the launch video and all those design features, and I was like,
Yeah,
this has to be one
I
of
also
the
launched.
best McLarens
I also saw
ever.
that video.
This has to be one of the best McLarens ever. Like it is
Yeah,
80 kgs lighter than the 720S, which is already a light car.
yeah, they have used that carbon fiber actually. That is why it is so
Hmm.
light.
And Alcantara as well in interior.
Yeah, interior, yes.
Also recently Maserati
Everything,
launched the
all the
MC20.
materials and interior and all is just perfect.
Yeah,
That vertical screen, that telemetry, track telemetry and all.
yeah. Also
That is good.
Maserati launched the MC20 recently. So what do you think about
Yeah,
that?
MC20.
The design and
I
all.
actually didn't quite like that front styling actually
Hmm.
because it is actually like a mix of that MC12 and
Yeah,
MC12 that grill like it was there in the front. That
yeah.
front hood. It is. It looks like a bit of Ferrari actually to
Hmm.
me. Like the
Yeah,
Enzo,
it
that
is.
vertical tail headlights and all.
Italians, they have to have some sort of
Mm,
similarity.
yeah. I was expecting actually more than that. I was expecting something more crazier than that actually from Maserati.
But I actually kind of like it. Like they have kept the design simple. Like there are no
I don't
crazy
hate it
wings.
totally, but
Yeah.
just that front face actually that looks kind of Ferrari to
Yeah,
me.
there has like
That,
there is some Ferrari element on it, but since their connection with
yeah,
Ferrari regarding the engines and all, so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they have a bit of Ferrari in them as well.
And all the colors are also good.
Colors are also good.
red, yellow, all shiny, glossy.
And the V6 is great. Like they haven't got a V8 this time, but the V6 is great too. It sounds good.
Okay, it has a V6 this time.
Yeah, it has a V6
MC20.
this time. A 3-liter twin turbo V6. F1 derived. It is
Okay,
derived from F1.
okay.
Like
Achha.
it's been like how many years since they have been taking engines from Ferrari. This is the first time they haven't
Yeah.
taken an engine from Ferrari. So
So they developed it in-house.
yeah, they have developed an in-house and that's their own engine. So yeah, now the car is fully their own. Like first
Yeah.
they used to just design the cars and the Ferrari sourced the engines. But now
They used to outsource from Ferrari.
yeah.
Okay.
Also did you
Also
see
that
the C8?
Koenigsegg Jesko.
Yeah, Koenigsegg Jesko. Koenigsegg Jesko
Yeah.
design is like totally wild.
That is just the king of kings.
Like if it manages to pass 300 miles per hour, which I trust it will,
Yeah.
then it
I
will.
believe that it can actually pass that barrier.
Yeah, I
It
too
can
believe.
actually, that Jesko Absolute can actually break the record.
So between Koenigsegg and Bugatti, which one will you choose?
Actually, if we focus practically, then I will choose Bugatti.
Like
But since Koenigsegg
overall,
hasn't,
like you see,
overall, I will prefer Koenigsegg
Bugatti
because
has
each and every part is manufactured by them. Each and everything they put in their car is in-house. They don't outsource from any other company. Even the Viper stocks, even the Viper blades and all everything they are making for that
Bugatti does
car.
it too. Like a few years back, they stopped outsourcing it from many companies. They just take the funding from Volkswagen. Everything is built in
Yeah,
house in Bugatti as well.
Volkswagen Group. Hmm.
Everything is built in Bugatti as well in house. But
I
the best
came
thing
to know
about
from that from a YouTuber
yeah,
called Doug DeMiro.
yeah,
Yeah, he reviewed that Koenigsegg Agera.
yeah,
Sorry, not Agera. It was 1:1 RS. That
RS1,
first
RS1.
edition too. Yeah, RS1.
Hmm.
So in that review, he told that all that parts and all were not outsourced. It was in-house, built in-house. Each
Same
and
for the
everything.
Bugatti.
Yeah.
Bugatti builds its own cars in house. Everything, for even the Viper blade.
Okay. Hmm.
So the best thing about Bugatti is that they are all rounder. Like you have the luxury, you have the
Yeah,
practicality,
luxury, speed, practicality,
you have the performance
design,
as well,
overall, modern. Yeah.
and you have the history. Like Bugatti has actually made a car that has been a legend. The Bugatti Type
Yeah.
35 is the most number of has won most number of race in the world, more than
Okay.
10,000 races. So you get that
I
Bugatti
love that
history.
Atlantic, T57 Atlantic in
No, that was Type
vintage.
57. That was Type 57C.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
about the
love
Type
that
35.
in classic. Okay.
Type 35 won more than like 10,000 races. So you get that Bugatti history too. Koenigsegg has just
Yeah.
performance, all in performance. You want a raw performance, you go for Koenigsegg. You want the ultimate
Yeah.
luxury as well as performance, you go with Bugatti.
It's just a combination of everything.
Yeah,
Bugatti.
that's what I like about them. Like, no, there is no other hypercar manufacturer that can perfectly nail it in. Like, Koenigsegg does make
Yeah.
good cars. Their cars are best in performance, but they are not as luxurious as
Yeah.
Bugattis or as
Yeah.
elegant as
They
Bugatti.
don't focus on luxury because they are reducing weight by removing some parts in the interior and all.
Yeah, but the true
They just add
engineering,
some
yeah,
elements. Yeah.
but the true engineering is when you add luxury as well as the performance remains the same.
Yeah.
So it's Bugatti for me.
The right combination will give better car.
Yeah. Also, have you seen the C8 Corvette?
Yeah. I
Do
saw
you like
that.
the
See.
design? Do you like the design?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. It looks amazing.
And the engine?
But the side vent, on that door
Yeah.
looks kind of weird actually.
Yeah, like there are too much of angles on it. It hasn't been smoothed out.
Yeah.
It
It
has
is
like too
actually
much of
very rough
angles on it.
actually.
Too much of angles on it.
Yeah. Very angular.
If
The
it
surfaces are still rough only.
it could have been a little bit more curvier, then it could have been more faster as well. Cause
It could
those
have been better like the C7, like the
like the C7 ZR1,
Z06 and all. Yeah,
ZR1 and all.
even the Stingray.
Also, do you love electric cars?
Yeah, electric cars. Recently today I read a news about Tesla that there was a dealership, Tesla dealership, somewhere in California or somewhere, and
Yeah.
family bought a Tesla Model Y.
Yeah.
So they were driving the car on the way home, and suddenly the roof flew off.
Oh,
Suddenly the roof flew off, entire roof. There was just the sky.
so how did
Actually,
that
they
happen?
came to know that the roof was not perfectly fit. Yeah,
Now they have got a convertible.
yeah. Then they returned to the dealership right away, and then the dealership apologized to them. They were servicing that car again. Yeah,
Also, Tesla is
that
coming to
what I.
India. Tesla is now coming to
Yeah,
India, so it's great.
there are many Teslas, no, in India too.
Yeah, like Tesla's
The Model X,
Model X. There
Tesla
are a
Model
lot of
X.
Model X just because of those
Yeah,
gullwing doors.
yeah,
India has a lot of
that
fascination with
those are
gullwing
lovely.
doors.
Yeah, and
Also,
even that acceleration thing, that ludicrous acceleration thing.
yeah, ludicrous mode.
Yeah, that is just mind blowing.
Also, do you see the new Toyota Supra
Yeah, I
MK5?
saw that Toyota Supra. It was actually based on the Toyota FT1 concept. Supra. Actually, I prefer the Toyota FT1 over the new Supra because the styling was crazy, just
Yeah,
up to
like
the
it
mark.
actually
And
looked like Toyota is going to launch a hypercar or something like that.
yeah, something like supercar or something. But
But
then when it came, all that
sports car.
BMW stuff came into the mind.
Yeah, like it's a BMW underneath. People started making joke that
Yeah,
no, it's not a Toyota, it's a BMW.
yeah.
But it's
Many
still a
people
great
made
car.
fun of
Like
that.
the engine is great,
Yeah,
just
but
with
still,
stock
in
internals.
terms of design, I will prefer the previous gen Supra.
MK4,
It looks, yeah, it looks very retro,
2JZ1,
like
the
modern
2JZ1.
and all. Yeah, yeah. It looks very funky.
Yeah, it does.
Not too crazy, not too dull, just simple and modern design.
Which
And it
is your
was even
favorite?
popular because of that Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah. So, which is your
Many
favorite
people.
Tesla car? Like Model X, Model Y, Model S.
My favorite Tesla would be a Tesla Roadster. Actually, I
Okay.
have not seen any video on it. I mean the drive-by and all, driving and all, and exterior stuff. But still,
First
I've seen
gen
a
though.
video where it shows the acceleration and all.
Yeah, but the new Roadster isn't in production yet. So I'm
Yeah.
talking about the production models, the models which are currently in production.
In
Out of them,
production models, my favorite one would be the Tesla Model S,
yeah, P100D,
the P100D. Yeah,
2.9 seconds to reach 60 miles per
yeah.
hour. And what would
I
you
was
choose?
actually shocked.
Yeah,
You know that Motor Trend does that world's greatest drag race and all. In that in that one of them, they used Tesla Model S, this P100D,
yeah.
and they raced it against all of the supercars, greatest of them. And we were shocked to see it flew by
Electric cars,
very
na?
straight, like a
Torque,
rocket.
man, torque. They are
Yeah,
torque kings.
yeah.
The torque just makes them flies off. So what would you choose between Model S and the Porsche Taycan?
I will choose the Porsche Taycan because the interior looks better.
Yeah.
All that curved over the display and all. Then practicality, and it's not bad, but I will prefer Porsche Taycan over Model S because I love Porsche now.
Even I do. But
Earlier I used to hate the Porsche, but now I love it.
Tesla has more space inside it. It's more practical.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, do you think that the Nissan GTR is still relevant? Like it's been 11 years since the Nissan GTR was launched and it hasn't been given an upgrade. The design is still the same, everything is still the same. Like it's becoming old
I
now.
think Godzilla should get an update.
Yeah. We need R36
Not only just the exterior styling, but also from the performance.
engine as well.
Yeah,
They launched it in
engine should be up
2009
a little bit. Yeah,
and it's been 11 years. No upgrade. That's
no,
sad. That's why
yeah.
it's becoming irrelevant. So what's your favorite JDM car from the 2000 era?
JDM would be. Uh, I don't know. I don't like most of
Supra
their
MK4.
cars.
Supra MK4.
Yeah, Supra. Only the Supra I like. I
Supra
love the
and
Supra only.
R32, R33, Skyline GTR.
Yeah, that's Skyline also.
R34 Skyline GTR is probably the greatest JDM car of all time.
Yeah, and also that Nissan 350Z, I think.
Yeah, the Nissan
350Z.
350Z. It's a sports car, but it's one of the best out there.
Yeah, it is the best tuner's car actually.
Yeah,
Many people
it has
tune
got a
that.
lot of tuning
All that
potential.
R34, Supra, and 350Z, all are tuning cars.
Japanese cars have that thing with them. Like they are one of the best tuning cars out there. And
Yeah.
what do you think about hybrid cars? Like not electric, not IC engine, hybrid cars.
From hybrid point of view, I think the Ferrari SF90 is better
Yeah, it is.
as of now
What about it is better?
because of that electric drivetrain, and you can even switch between them.
Hmm. Just the
It just
electric
provides a
drivetrain,
smooth ride.
and it has got
Yeah,
1000 horsepower. Like
yeah, over 1,000.
also, um, like did you see the launch of the Maserati MC20, the launch event?
Yeah, I saw the launch event. All the Maserati cars lined up together, like a drive-in theater or something.
Mr. JWW had represented it.
Yeah, yeah. And they were drumming that, and then the vertical screen showed all that,
Hmm.
displayed all that
It was great,
models
yeah.
and all. Yeah, it was a historic moment.
Hmm. Also, Mr. JWW got some even more recognition.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a car representative. He's a car influencer, automotive influencer, and he did got
Yeah,
some
yeah.
nice recognition too. So the last question would be that what do you think about hypercars? The
Actually,
cars with over a
in
thousand horsepower.
in hypercars, mostly Koenigsegg goes.
Yeah.
Koenigsegg, Bugatti. Now, slowly, many manufacturers are coming up with their hypercars.
Hennessy, SSC.
Yeah. Mostly, it is dominated by Bugatti only
Hmm.
because way back in 2000s,
Five.
they started building that Veyron.
Yeah, they built the
In
Veyron in
2005, that
2005.
Veyron broke the record. Yeah, many records. Even the Super Sport.
Super Sport took it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Then came the Hennessy
So
Venom
it was the
GT.
first manufacturer to step into the hypercar thing.
Yeah, they created the hypercar category.
Yeah.
And there isn't
They
a
were
car on the
trendsetters.
planet which has as engine as big as the Bugatti.
Yeah.
Everyone uses V8, V12s, V10s, but nobody
Yeah.
uses
They use
W16s.
W16.
And
Yeah.
that too quad turbocharged. Like you can
Mhm.
literally make two engines out of it.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite modern day
Do you
supercar?
like race cars?
Yeah, I do.
I also love a lot of them, race cars. Over hypercars, supercars, sports cars. For
Mhm.
me, the number one would be the race cars category, actually.
The road legal one, or sorry, the track legal one. Those are which are
Yeah,
only
the
track
track
legal.
legal. Yeah.
My favorite would be the
Actually, I love them
Lamborghini.
because they provide a better handling, very
Yeah,
grippy, very accuracy, very
and they are too
grippy,
light.
and yeah, they are lightweight, and they have got better acceleration too,
So
and
what
also the
would be?
sound also that screams
Yeah,
in
there are no
zones. Yeah,
limitations, like no sound limitations, nothing like that.
yeah, nothing. And
So
also, I
what?
love the track things. No,
Yeah.
that's why I prefer race.
So what would be your favorite race car?
My
Why
favorite race
manufacturer?
car of all time would be the Bentley Speed 8.
Okay,
There's a race car, Bentley Speed 8.
mine would be the
There were
Lamborghini
two variants
Sesto.
of that actually.
Mine would be the
There were
Lamborghini
two
Sesto.
variants of
Okay.
Bentley Speed 8. First, it was just called Bentley EXP 8. Then
Hmm.
it was named Bentley Speed 8. It
Oh.
was just given a minor exterior change.
Hmm.
That wing was fixed onto the rear compartment. That rear overhang was fixed rear wing.
Hmm.
And also the nose was also elongated a bit. All that.
Mine would be the Lamborghini
You
Sesto
still
Elemento.
loved it? Okay.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, I have seen
Seriously.
that.
577 horsepower
All that carbon, naked carbon and all.
in a car that weighs less than 1000 kilos.
Yeah.
That was some awesome stuff.
It was great.
Yeah, man. So that would be a wrap.
And also that Reventon,
Yeah,
Lamborghini Reventon also.
yeah. It was a limited edition car, but I didn't quite like it. Like it was just an
They
overpriced
actually
Aventador.
launched Reventon and they previewed that Aventador's basic body style and
Yeah, like
styling.
it was just an overpriced Aventador in my eyes.
Yeah.
An overpriced version of the
Reventon was good.
Aventador with a different
Even
body kit.
where there were videos on YouTube
Hmm.
where they were battling with the fighter jets,
Yeah,
F-16, F-15 and all.
you could do
That
that with the
was crazy.
Lamborghinis. You could do that with the standard Lamborghinis too. They did that just to exaggerate.
Yeah.
So that would be a wrap, bro. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for giving me the spotlight, bro.
no problem. You would be coming much more times in the future too. We would be having more episodes with you. So bye.
Yeah. Sure. Bye, Rishabh.
Bye.